In the podcast, Mindy Pelz discusses the impact of fasting on women over 40 and how it can help with hormonal changes, weight gain, and overall health. She emphasizes the importance of varying fasting patterns and aligning them with the menstrual cycle to optimize results. Pelz also addresses the role of the microbiome, toxicity, and individualized approaches to fasting for shift workers and athletes. Pelz highlights the significance of fasting in managing hormonal changes in women over 40. She explains that as estrogen levels decrease, women become more insulin resistant, leading to menopausal weight gain. By incorporating fasting, women can regulate their insulin levels and combat weight gain associated with menopause. Pelz recommends varying fasting patterns and aligning them with the menstrual cycle to optimize results. She emphasizes the need for a rhythm in fasting, particularly in the week before the menstrual cycle, to support hormonal balance. Pelz emphasizes the importance of varying food choices, including both good and bad carbs, to support hormonal balance. She encourages the inclusion of natural carbs, such as potatoes, fruits, and vegetables, while eliminating refined sugars and flours. Additionally, she discusses the role of the microbiome in breaking down estrogen and the impact of antibiotics and birth control on its depletion. Pelz suggests incorporating polyphenol, probiotic, prebiotic foods to support the microbiome and hormone balance. Pelz addresses the impact of toxicity on hormonal balance, particularly in the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and pineal gland. She highlights the need to minimize exposure to toxic products such as lotions, perfumes, and air fresheners to support hormonal health. Pelz emphasizes the importance of using natural and non-toxic products to reduce the toxic load on the body and promote overall health. Pelz provides tailored fasting recommendations for shift workers and athletes. For shift workers, she suggests adjusting meal timing to align with their work schedule, incorporating fasting during shifts, and consuming light meals upon returning home. She emphasizes the importance of hydration and avoiding sugary drinks during fasting periods. For athletes, Pelz recommends a personalized approach to fasting, incorporating protein-rich meals, carb loading, and protein cycling to support performance and recovery. Pelz advises caution with fasting for individuals with eating disorders during pregnancy and while nursing. She emphasizes the need for individualized approaches and involving healthcare practitioners in such cases. Additionally, she highlights the potential benefits of fasting for women trying to conceive, particularly in optimizing hormonal balance and menstrual cycles. Pelz emphasizes the importance of self-care and nurturing practices for women over 40. She encourages individuals to prioritize self-care, diversify their food choices, and minimize exposure to toxic products. Pelz also emphasizes the need for curiosity and self-experimentation to understand the impact of fasting on individual health and well-being. Pelz explains that women's hormonal fluctuations throughout the menstrual cycle can impact their ability to fast effectively. She breaks down the different phases of the cycle, including the power phase, manifestation phase, and the nurturing phase. During the power phase, which occurs in the first 10 days of the cycle, women can tolerate longer fasts and higher stress levels. However, during the manifestation phase, from day 10 to 15, caution is advised, and fasting should be limited to shorter durations due to the release of toxins and hormonal changes. In the nurturing phase, which occurs in the week before menstruation, fasting should be minimal or avoided altogether, and a focus on nourishing foods is recommended. During perimenopause and menopause, fasting becomes an imperative tool for women to support their hormonal changes. Pelz explains that fasting can help make women insulin sensitive again and support cognitive function as estrogen levels decline. She also addresses the emotional and psychological challenges that women may face during this phase and the need for a holistic approach to health and well-being. Pelz emphasizes the need for women to listen to their bodies and tailor their fasting approach to their individual needs. She acknowledges that some women may struggle with fasting initially, but encourages them to start small and gradually build up their fasting practice. She also addresses the guilt and shame that women may experience when their previous dietary and fasting strategies no longer work, emphasizing the need for understanding and support. Pelz highlights the importance of healthcare professionals being knowledgeable about the impact of hormonal changes on women's health and the role of fasting in supporting these changes. She acknowledges the limitations of traditional medical training in addressing these issues and emphasizes the need for a more holistic and personalized approach to women's health. Pelz introduces the 5-11 approach, which involves 5 days of fasting with a low-carb diet, 1 day of extended fasting for gut repair, and 1 day of hormone feasting foods to support progesterone levels. She also discusses the importance of tailoring exercise to the different phases of the menstrual cycle. For example, during ovulation, women can benefit from lifting heavy weights to build muscle, while the nurture phase calls for gentler forms of exercise, such as yoga or walking. The conversation also delves into the impact of hormonal fluctuations on relationships. Pelz suggests that open communication about the menstrual cycle can lead to better understanding and support between partners. She highlights the importance of nurturing oneself during the week before menstruation and how this can lead to reduced PMS symptoms and improved overall well-being. Pelz points out that the patriarchal society has overlooked the importance of women's hormonal health. She believes that the current healthcare system and societal norms do not consider the hormonal differences in women's bodies. She advocates for a shift in the healthcare system to incorporate a more holistic approach that takes into account women's hormonal cycles and their impact on overall health. Pelz highlights the need for women to align their health practices with their hormonal cycles. She emphasizes that women's bodies require different approaches to fasting, exercise, and stress management based on their hormonal fluctuations. She advocates for a personalized approach to health that takes into account the unique needs of women's hormonal cycles. Pelz stresses the importance of hormone literacy for women to understand their bodies and make informed decisions about their health. She believes that women need to be empowered with knowledge about their hormonal cycles to optimize their health and well-being. She encourages women to recognize the impact of their hormones on their overall health and adjust their lifestyle practices accordingly. Pelz's work goes beyond fasting and highlights the profound implications of understanding women's hormonal cycles on society and the healthcare system. She advocates for a shift in the healthcare system to incorporate a more holistic approach that considers women's hormonal differences and their impact on overall health. She emphasizes the need to bring the feminine back into healthcare and integrate a more nuanced understanding of women's hormonal health. One key aspect of the discussion is the role of testosterone in women's hormonal cycle. Pelz challenges the common misconception that testosterone is solely a male hormone, emphasizing that women also experience a surge of testosterone during certain phases of their cycle. She explains that testosterone plays a crucial role in libido, motivation, and drive, and encourages women to leverage this hormone to build muscle and pursue physical activities during the corresponding phase of their cycle. The conversation delves into the implications of the hormonal cycle on exercise recommendations for women. Pelz outlines specific exercise guidelines for different phases of the cycle, emphasizing the importance of tailoring workouts to align with hormonal fluctuations. For example, she suggests that women can engage in more intense and high-impact exercises during the first half of their cycle, when estrogen and testosterone levels are higher, while focusing on rest and recovery during the latter phase to support hormonal balance. The discussion extends to the impact of menopause on exercise and relationships. Pelz addresses the challenges faced by women going through menopause, highlighting the neurochemical changes and emotional fluctuations that accompany this phase. She emphasizes the importance of exercise as a tool for supporting brain health and emotional well-being during and after menopause, providing practical recommendations for adapting exercise routines to align with the postmenopausal hormonal landscape. The conversation also explores the implications of the hormonal cycle on relationships, particularly in terms of communication and conflict resolution. Pelz suggests that understanding a woman's hormonal phases can help partners navigate interactions and conflicts more effectively, as certain phases may be more conducive to open communication and connection. By aligning communication strategies with the hormonal cycle, partners can foster a deeper understanding and support each other's emotional needs. Pelz offers insights into hormone replacement therapy, HRT, and bioidentical hormones, highlighting the need for a holistic approach that integrates lifestyle factors with hormonal interventions. She emphasizes that while HRT or bioidentical hormones may be beneficial for some women, they are not a substitute for lifestyle adjustments that support hormonal balance. Pelz encourages women to consider their individual needs and lifestyle factors when exploring hormone replacement options.